So last but not least, guys, so I'm just gonna put it out there for people who want to try manual bidding. But I honestly don't recommend this method unless you're dealing with daily budgets of 5,000 and up, right? You can make millions with automatic bidding, and that's exactly how I did. And all your campaigns, all our campaigns are auto bid 99.999%, basically all the time. Sometimes we would just like to try new things for the sake of, experimenting, but we don't see any like magic or, because think about it. It's manual bidding isn't magic. It's simply you're just controlling the budget, right, of how you're spending. So for my perspective is what's important doesn't change. The product and offer is still king. If you have something that's good running, right, and you know it converts, it doesn't matter if you do what bidding, but automatic bidding just makes your life so much easier. And why are you trying to overcomplicate something, when you know it's just a traffic source and you're trying to build more reach? So you more reach, you just, if you're doing manual bidding, you have to control the bid and set the bid, and it's just like, I didn't really see the point, to be honest, okay? And here's the rule. If your auto bid doesn't work, don't even attempt the manual bidding, because just because you switch to manual bidding doesn't mean it's gonna magically work. There's like, okay, the important things don't change in e-com, and the product and offer is still the king. So if you want to use manual bidding, do it for ad sets that are 5,000 and up, or else there's obviously no true purpose for it. Because we've scaled up to $6,000 automatic bidding that was doing over 2 to 2.5 ROAS every day. So you 100% don't have to use manual bidding. You want to test it out, go for it. You would set the bid to 30 to 50% higher than your average cost per purchase or your maximum cost per purchase. So for example, you were getting an average CPP for a product of $30. So you would bid 30% or 50% higher than that cost per purchase. So for example, it's $30 and you want to bid at, I would recommend starting at a higher bid. So you would bid at $45. Okay, so you set the ad set budget to 5K. So yeah, I put the example here is if your cost per purchase was 20, then you set the max bid to either 6 or 30. Okay, and you let that run. So how to monitor your ad sets, your manual bidding ad sets. If they're not spending, you got to increase the bid, right? So you want to do it every hour, which is quite a pain if you think about it. If it spends too fast or your CPP is too high, then you want to decrease your bid. Okay, so bidding is budget control. That's all let's super simplify. What it means is controlling the budget. So when you're increasing the bid, you're telling Facebook that you're willing to pay more, so it's gonna spend more. If you're lowering the bid, it's gonna tell Facebook, hey, I'm only willing to spend this amount. Please don't spend so and so. So it'll lower your spending. So it's budget control. All right. You want to constantly monitor your ads until you reach a level that is hitting your goal CPP or your ROAS that's profiting. So you increase and decrease the bid until you find a point or a sweet spot. All right. We've tried manual bidding and we've had success with it, but what people confuse is that it's not a secret. Like the point wasn't because we used manual bidding. The point was because the product was hot and it was good. Because when we ran that product, we tried both and they both worked, right? But we just like automatic bidding because you don't have to like come in and increase your bid or lower your bid and stuff like that. It takes more time and the more kind of defeats the purpose of keeping things simple. I really wanted to remove this module, but I know some people would want to ask me about it, so I would just put it there in case. So summary here, use it only for ad sets with 5,000 and up, and then understand that it's not the actual method you're using, but it's the actual product and offer you have running. So Product and offer is still king and always will be. Manual bidding will not work if your auto bid doesn't work. Okay, it's not a magic trick or anything like that. It's budget control.